It is no surprise that, being the newest installment of Bethesda open world titles, Starfield at default is the best looking, with great built-in shaders and textures. But what if I told you it could be better? My name is... and today I'm going to show you 5 mods to turn your Starfield from a beautiful Bethesda game to a beautiful game, period, dot, end of discussion. The first mod we are installing is arguably the most important, Quantum Reshade. Quantum Reshade is one of Starfield's most popular visual overhaul mods, designed to make Bethesda's space RPG look dramatically more vibrant and realistic without replacing textures or changing the game's core art style. Rather than adding new assets, the mod uses Reshade to overhaul lighting, color grading, contrast, sharpening, and HDR-like effects, removing much of the gray, washed-out look that many players felt was present in the vanilla game. The end result is a cleaner, sharper image with richer colors, improved shadow detail, and more natural-looking environments, while still preserving Starfield's signature NASA punk aesthetic. Once you've installed the Reshade, be sure to open up the Reshade menu via the menu button. Doing so in-game will allow you to alter how the game looks for you, as in my opinion it can be refined client-side for optimal settings for your setup. One of Quantum Reshade's biggest strengths is how much refinement went into its updates. The creator continually tweaked exposure, shadow curves, sharpening, and color balance while introducing custom LUTs to counteract Starfield's built-in color filters. And later versions have improved planetary colors, reduced overly bright sunlight and star glare, preserved texture detail in dark areas, and even added compatibility with other LUTs mods. The biggest appeal of Quantum Reshade is that it can completely transform Starfield's presentation with only a relatively small installation. Cities feel brighter and more alive, alien landscapes gain more depth and color, and interiors lose much of the green and brown tint found in the base game. Because it's purely a post-processing preset, it pairs well with texture packs, lighting mods, and other visual overhauls, making it a staple in many PC mod lists. If you're looking to give Starfield a cleaner, more cinematic look without fundamentally changing its artistic direction, Quantum Reshade remains one of the easiest and most effective visual upgrades available. And following on, the next 2 mods we are adding to our game is a wombo combo of beautification flavor. Here are CINE Fidelity LUTs by Chakra1187, Natural and Atmospheric Space LUTs by Looping, as well as a guide for installing and any tweaks presented by Luxor's Graphical Improvement Guide by Luxor 8071. CINE Fidelity and NAS LUTs are visual overhaul mods that completely change the mood of Starfield without touching textures or performance-heavy graphics settings. Instead of using Reshade, it replaces the game's built-in color lookup tables, or LUTs, removing much of the washed-out haze and muted color grading found in the vanilla game. The result is a more cinematic presentation with deeper blacks, richer contrast, more natural colors, and a cleaner image that still feels true to Starfield's NASA punk art direction. It's designed for players who want the game to look like a high-budget sci-fi film rather than simply making everything brighter or more saturated. One of the biggest strengths of these LUTs is its attention to lighting balance. Rather than dramatically altering every environment, the mod carefully adjusts each location's color grading to preserve detail while adding more depth and atmosphere. Daytime planets gain stronger contrast and more vibrant skies, interiors feel moodier with improved shadow definition, and nighttime environments become darker and more immersive without crushing all the detail. Paired with Quantum Reshade, our game at this point really pops. In my opinion, the game already has made a large shift from a standard Bethesda title to a more modern AAA title, befit the general public in 2026. Without a doubt, if you're looking for one of the easiest ways to make Starfield feel more immersive and unique without changing gameplay, please download these LUTs. So at this point, I'd say my Starfield is looking pretty. And after cleaning up the visuals, it's now time to change up what exactly we are seeing. And this is where the final 2 sets of mods come in. Firstly, we have Rabbit's Real Lights by Rabbit Does Stuff. Rabbit's Real Lights is one of the most impressive environmental lighting overhauls available for Starfield. Rather than changing weather or adding flashy visual effects, the mod focuses on something much more subtle, making the settled systems actually feel like they've been inhabited. Rabbit Does Stuff hand-placed hundreds of new light sources throughout the Starfield cities and settlements, illuminating dark streets, broken lampposts, landing pads, parks, stairways, and building exteriors that were strangely underlit in the base game. The result is a world that feels more believable, more welcoming, and dramatically more atmospheric once the sun goes down. What makes the mod stand out is the incredible attention to detail. Instead of simply increasing the brightness, every light has been deliberately positioned to improve visibility while preserving the mood of each location. New Atlantis alone features over 700 hand-placed light sources, with updates continuing to refine areas like the Mass District, Constellation Garden, Commercial District, Waterfall, landing pads, and skyscraper lighting. The project also covers locations including Aquila City, Neon, Cydonia, Gagarin, Hopetown, Paradiso, New Homestead, and more, with an all-in-one version bringing nearly every settlement together under a single lighting overhaul. The mod also plays well alongside with other popular visual enhancements, which is why it's a staple in many graphics-focused load orders, as well as mine today. If you're looking for a visual upgrade that transforms the atmosphere of Starfield without changing its core identity, Rabbit's Real Lights is easily one of the best immersion mods available and a must-have for players who spend a lot of time exploring cities in the dark. And finally, the last addition to beautify your game comes in the form of additional flora, presenting Luxor's Green Grass by Luxor 8071. Luxor's Green Grass is a simple but surprisingly effective environmental mod that breathes new life into Starfield's landscapes by giving the game's vegetation a healthier, more vibrant appearance. Rather than adding new plants or completely overhauling the terrain, Luxor focuses on recoloring several of the game's grass textures so they better complement lush environments, especially the forests and plains of Jemison. The changes are subtle, but they make planets that already support abundant life feel far more natural and alive, replacing the dull olive tones with richer shades of green. The final appearance will vary depending on your visual setup, whether you're using my recommendations here or others, making it an excellent companion to popular visual overhauls. It's the kind of mod where you don't immediately notice what's different, but after playing for a while, it's hard to go back to the vanilla look. Once adding green grass to your load order on top of the initial additions, it creates brighter, more vibrant planets while preserving Starfield's grounded NASA punk aesthetic. If you think the game's greener worlds feel a little too muted out of the box, this lightweight mod is an easy way to make exploration more colorful and immersive without sacrificing performance or changing the overall artistic direction. So now, after these 4 sets of mods, hopefully I have equipped you with the knowledge to go forth and conquer your Starfield visuals. Because the only thing better than a 2023 open world title is a 2023 open world title with a 2026 aesthetic. If you enjoyed my video and you'd like to see more, please feel free to like and subscribe. I try to post Bethesda mod or creation reviews twice a week, and if you're interested in any of these mods, please feel free to check out the description for the Nexus links. Happy modding to y'all, and see ya.